Hello people of the world, and welcome to today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. If you guys follow me on any sort of the social medias whatsoever, you'll notice that I have been posting quite a lot about a recent road trip that I made from California to Colorado. The reason I'm telling you that is because for today's video, I really want to talk to you guys about what I learned on that road trip. At the beginning of this year, I asked Jesus to talk to me in different ways. One of the ways that I noticed God talking to me on this road trip was through nature, through metaphors in the nature. I made this drive from California to Colorado, I think 4 times, and I have never ever seen or experienced the things that I did on this last road trip. Basically, we kind of took this as we don't have to get there at a certain time. We're going to take our time, pull off whenever we kind of want to, and just see what's over here. What does God want to show us on this exit? What do we want to see over there? And we ended up seeing the most incredible things. You guys, we went through Zion National Park. If any of you get to go to Zion in Utah, please go. It's indescribable, really, but I think it might be the most incredible experience I've ever had. I felt like God was telling me that, hey, look what I created. Look at these mountains. Look at this everything. Look how insanely creative, intentional, and perfect all this looks. I did this, not me, God. So if I took this much time and this much detail and put this much beauty into something like this, but my thoughts for you are even greater, imagine that. So if we know how highly He thinks of us, how we're His most prized possession, His children, and then we look at nature, things like Zion, the beauty of the world, of the actual creation around us, it's just the most humbling thing that God cares about us as people the most. And I learned so much about God's love for me. I learned so much about God's character and His creativity. And you guys, like, when we have a passion and when we have a dream in our heart, it's put there by God. If you have a passion for music, I believe that God gave you that passion. If you have a passion for writing, that's what God put on your heart. What I think is so beautiful about our passions and our desires is that they shadow God's. Why do we like to create things, like create art, music, buildings? We build, we create, we have ideas. It's because God is the ultimate creator, builder, idea maker. He thought of all this. He thought of the world. He thought of you. He thought of me. And we're made in His image. So every little passion, every little thing that we feel that's pure is from God. So just imagine how much greater that is in Him. It's so cool. It's like I was hearing this sermon the other day at church, my last church night, and it was on how like little kids want to be just like their dad. Like if their dad drinks coffee, the little kid wants to drink coffee. If their dad's collecting baseball cards, that little kid's going to want to collect baseball cards, wants to be just like their dad. That's so cool, guys, because that's how we get to be with Jesus. The more time a kid spends with his dad, the more like his dad he becomes, the more habits he picks up on. The more time we spend with Jesus, the more like Jesus we become. The more of His habits we pick up on. That's how He starts to work through us, is by when we spend time with Him. And I don't know if that really fit in there, but that's an important little side note. It fits so perfectly because, like, guys, I'm in this transition and this change, and no matter how much peace you have about something like that, because I have so much peace because of how intentional Jesus was about why I need to move from LA to Nashville. But transitions are still hard. Change is still hard. And it's okay that it's sad, because I think the reason it's sad is because it was good. I met some of the most incredible people in the world in LA, and it's hard to leave that behind. But this whole entire time, when I've been praying about it and asking Jesus to help me through this transition, all He's been telling me, like the main thing I've been hearing is just trust me. So I've been trying to just trust Him. And that's harder than it sounds. I know you guys probably get that, but guys, when I was driving through Zion and I was seeing these amazing things, it felt like Jesus was telling me, hey, this is what I created. You can trust me because look what I've done. The beauty about God is that He's so personal for each and every one of us. But because He's so personal, because I focus on that, sometimes I forget how absolutely humongous He is. How much bigger He is than I could ever possibly understand. There's this kind of respect, and out of that respect and out of that reverence you realize, wow, okay, I trust you. So the things that I'm anxious about, the things that I'm nervous about in this move, I trust you with them, Jesus. The main things that I'm having a hard time with in this move is leaving the relationships that I care about, leaving the people that I love and that have changed my life. It's hard to leave that after seeing what God made in this world for us to enjoy, I trust Him with my relationships. So now I'm excited to go to this new chapter, this new adventure. If you like adventure, or even if you don't like adventure, go on an adventure. There's so much in the world that we need to see. It's made for us. If you can take one thing from this video, is that if you got a bucket list, use it. Go on the adventure. Go see what's out there. Ask God to talk to you in different ways. The beauty out there is meant for us to see, for us to enjoy. And the coolest thing about it is that we can find the most beautiful place in the world, but heaven with Jesus somehow is even greater. That's all that I have to say. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, love you. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. If you enjoyed this video and want to continue the conversation, go check out my Patreon page. You can get there by clicking that box on the side of the screen that says Patreon, or click the link in the description box below that says Join My Family. That's where we're going to be talking, sharing stories, asking questions, comments, anything to do with whatever. I want to hear your story. I want to know you. I want you to be a part of my family. So go click those links, and that's how you can get involved. Okay guys, I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Okay.